Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Crack of dawn, lights just came on. Downstairs, Oscar's still a little sleepy. But yeah, I've come down to check on these three, which are my problematic three. They're really two, but one of them shows hints. So I brought them down yesterday. Yesterday's video, I think I only had one or two in here. Now I've put these four in here. The yellow guy didn't have an issue, but he's a slow eater, and he's picky. So he's kind of getting out-competed upstairs because of that. He poops clean and he eats, but he waits for the food to hit the bottom and then he picks it up. He doesn't catch it floating around in the air, and everyone else does. So it puts him at his behaviors putting him at a disadvantage in that regard. So in this tank, he'll have more opportunity to eat and he can grow better. Secondly, the real reason I'm down here is to check out their eyes. And look at that. They are perfect. Now, throughout this last month, what I've been doing is I put them in the hospital tank, which is a different tank, and I was treating them with rather expensive medication. And in this same period of time, within a day or two, they would clear. Now, this time, I put them in a completely different system. No medications, same timeline, they cleared. So putting them in another tank was clearing them, not meds. So they're going to stay here now, and I'm not going to put plants in this tank. It could have been other things. I've added discus in that time. I've put an eel in there. I've got this snail. They've been around a bunch of other things, but all those life forms, including the eel that's in this tank right now, are completely fine. The only thing I can think is that brought this in because of the timing, and when I entered the plants, and then boom, a couple days later, I started having problems. So it's very evident even when I go through my video logs. Plants came, problem came next. So I can't explain why it's being persistent though, but clearly these three fish can't cope with plants. I think that's the problem. I've treated the water column upstairs with Melifix, plenty of it, and Pimafix, which should eliminate any fungal or bacterial problems. Doesn't mean it did. And again, no other fish, none in the tank, are producing this problem other than this strain, and only a few of them, not all of them. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing for sure. But at the end of the day, I believe it's genetic weakness and a vulnerability, just a straight up vulnerability to plants, I guess, or whatever they carried in. And that's just 30 years of genetic degradation showing its face. And that's the only way I can explain it. But thankfully, they're not going to die on me. And if I keep these problem fish in this system without the plants, they'll probably do just fine. So I'm glad that I found a way to fix this without using meds, because it was getting expensive. I'm glad I would manage to keep them alive until I figured this out. And these fish will live in this tank from here on in. They'll probably do just fine. There will never be plants in this system because of these guys. But that's okay. I wanted to put plants in there with the light. I may still do it, but we're just going to start with biomedia for now. Yeah, that's perfect, good discus behavior. The biggest one in the middle, he was sulking. He was sulking for and dark and not acting right in my tank for the last few days upstairs. And now he's happy as a jaybird. He's just, everybody couldn't be happier. So that's where it is. So we have and 4 in here. That's the other reason I took the yellow one down. 4 is not really a big enough school, but these guys already they know each other. There's not going to be a pecking order issue. And 4 to 6 discus is the minimum you should keep, so that they can feel like they're safe. And so there's 4 in here for now. And I won't put any more because you can't just go slapping 10 discus in a fresh system like this. So the water is looking clear today. So the new tank syndrome is continuing to improve. That's a good sign. And our parameters are golden. So that's where we're at for today. And I just wanted to show you that because it's very interesting. I pull them out of the one tank, put them in another. They're fine. Mind you, there's 260 gallons of water in this system. So I'm sure that's helping. Ciao for now. We'll catch you on the next one.